to that story.
UC Davis Children's Hospital is doing some incredible work for children with cleft lip and cleft palates. And one man at the front of this work is Dr. Craig Senders. He joins me now. He happens to be the director of the UC Davis Cleft and Craniofacial Program. And doctor, you recently went overseas to help children with this exact issue. So tell us about your trip to the Philippines.
Well, thank you, Michelle. Yes, I recently went over to the whole Philippines with a group called Faces of Tomorrow. And Faces of Tomorrow is formed of surgeons, all of which I personally trained, except for one who trained with one of the people I trained. So we had 8 surgeons that went to the whole Philippines. We operated on 45 children, did 68 operations. Sometimes you might operate on their palate to help their speech, and at the same time work on their lip to make their lip look better.
Mm-hmm. And why do you do this work? Why did you decide to take your expertise overseas and help these children?
Well, that's a very good question. Why do I spend so much of my time? Because I've spent over 40 missions now, which is more than a year of my life. Mm-hmm. Doing missions. And I can really truly say that you receive more than you give, even though it seems like you give a lot of yourself and you work really hard. When you come back, you feel recharged. Part of the reason why we became physicians was to help people. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately in the U.S. we have insurance companies and administrators, all these things that get in the way from really doing what we want to do as physicians or nurses. Mm-hmm. And so on this trip, we get to go and do that and help people who really need lots of help.
And you have a very unique way of funding your trips, too. You happen to own a winery.
I do. We own Senders Wines. Our trips are funded through a variety of different sources. Faces of Tomorrow, for example, has their own fundraising. Our department, in some way, supports these trips by allowing residents and fellows and faculty to go to do these types of trips. That's the UC Davis Cleft and Craniofacial team.
And then you also take some proceeds from your winery to fund that as well.
Exactly, yes.
Doctor, thank you so much for all the work that you have done. And if you want to find out more, go to children.ucdavis.edu.